I'm ready. I'm ready to shit.
I'm ready to shit. I'm gonna smear it on the floor. Gonna poop in the shower. Gonna do a
And
waffle
make a
stomp.
Waffle House
Gonna
or
stomp it down the drain
Waffle
with my
stomp.
bare ass foot. Ugh. People are the worst things ever invented. Do you know that?
But they're also the best.
No, they're the
Yeah.
worst.
How else can you get a
God,
waffle
I
stomp?
love some people sometimes. Because people are the greatest thing to happen.
It's not true. I've heard too many horrible things today to know that that's not true. And that all were things done by people.
Like
Shitting in the
420.
shower and stomping it down the drain.
Did you know Bob Marley wasn't born on 420? Or
Yeah.
died on 420?
Okay.
Apparently, it was a group of students that ritualistically smoked weed at 420 every morning. Or every afternoon, really.
I was gonna say that it seems like lies because what stoner gets up at 4:20 in the morning?
Yeah. They did it at their school. Apparently, like, I don't know.
Well, they're legends.
It was their
Yeah, they're
code,
lesbians.
you know? 420 was their code to basically go smoke it up. And that's why it caught on.
Me and my friend used to say light bulbs, and then that meant we were smoking. I don't remember why.
So we swapped phone numbers
And emails.
and emails.
And Twitch accounts and
Yeah.
and YouTube sub for sub.
Yeah, we
Aw.
sub for sub with Hanako.
They followed each
And
other
then
on
she-
Twitter.
And then she unsubscribed.
That bitch.
She would never.
Friend for friend on MySpace.
She
And,
saw Hasal's content.
PC for PC.
Yep. PC for PC.
Watching her fiddle with it gives me an idea. Hey Hanako, wait for me. I'll be right back. I put the now empty cup down, slip my phone into my pocket, and begin to move off, carefully stepping around the bag I'd placed beside my feet. Thankfully, sitting around while talking to Hanako has helped me feel a lot better than before.
Wait, what? Where are you going?
Just stay here, I'll be back in a bit.
How long's a bit? It takes a hot, gross,
Oh, she left.
hellacious shit.
Ew. As much as I'd have liked to have jogged back, I know full well that I couldn't. I ended up walking back to the cafe, a little blue bag in my right hand.
Tiffany's?
I was like, what? Hanako notices me quickly, looking about as confused as she did when I left. I deposit the munitive bag in front of her and sit back down. It's a box of condoms.
Is this?
Whoops! I dropped my monster condoms which I use on my Magnum dog.
I dropped it and it's for you. You can open it.
What?
Go on. She looks very unsure about it, but eventually she gives in, slowly opening the bag and picks its contents out.
Aww.
The silver chain phone strap dangles from her fingers, ending in a delicate flower. It isn't exactly a masterwork of jewelry, but it's about as much as I could afford. Hanako's eyes light up when she looks at it. It's the kind of reaction I was hoping for. The summer sun's light glint off the silver as it twists to and fro a little. It's not too ostentatious, but still looks a little charming. I think it suits her well. Hanako lowers the phone strap to the table and looks at me once more.
But it's not Christmas or my birthday.
It's fine, don't worry about it. I just thought it might be nice to have something to decorate your phone with.
What day is it today? What holiday of mirth is it today?
421.
Oh.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking hate this day.
You missed it.
It's the drug test day. That's what it is.
Yeah.
No.
I don't have anything to give you.
Told you, it's fine. Friends can give things to each other like this sometimes, right?
Steven, you should do an episode like where it is like windowed out, like that's what the screen capture is. It's like it's windowed out and then like it's showing your desktop and it's showing the screens changing. I think that's pretty funny.
I've accidentally done that, so I had to like zoom in. Let me change that for you. I forgot to change it back. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry.
I was fine with it. Fine with it though. I love the Chance the Rapper thing.
Yeah.
Just
The
Chancey the Rapper.
Chancey the Rapper.
Chancey the Rapper. Yeah, so good.
anyway.
Friends, the hit TV show.
Aw. Hanako lowers her face so much that I can't see her expression. She eventually nods before taking her phone and fiddling with the strap to attach it properly. She looks to me and smiles as she holds up her phone, now adorned with the little flower.
Thank you, Hisao.
Dude, phones don't have that anymore, huh?
Yeah, why can't you put keychains on your fucking phone anymore?
I want a big
Doesn't
old
that
fucking
suck?
dangly.
Yeah, I guess there's maybe there's like phone cases with it. Still,
I want a dangly.
her smile proves infectious. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a couple getting up and leaving. That reminds me that the bus back to the town below Yamaku will be coming soon. I guess I'd better be going if I want to catch the next back to town. You coming as well?
Ow!
You okay, Hanako? Is the cat scratching you?
Yes!
No.
Jeez.
Right in my fucking thighs.
I fucking heard like
Oh, Ashby, my thighs! Fuck, dude.
Is he giving you love scratches?
Well, I
Or-
tried to pull my hand away, and then he got my hand, and then he went for and he was like kneading my thighs, and then he was getting a little too close to the business. I'm scared. He's painful. My puss, Joe.
I might be an idiot, but can like neutered cats go into heat?
No,
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 it's not possible.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, they lose all their horniness.
Yeah, they like get their organs scooped basically, so they don't have like periods anymore,
yeah.
which is like cat heat. So
God, cats in heat's
yes.
awful.
It must be so uncomfortable. I bet.
well,
I
you're just so
hated it.
horny.
Yeah, I had a cat
just, like,
and she would
need
get
things
horny
to
and I
get
was
it
just
in.
like, she like put
Uh-huh.
her ass in my face and she's like, I'm like, ah! God, it's so annoying. And it's just like non-stop. Like, you think a horny person is annoying. Imagine that person horny from the moment they wake up to the moment they fall asleep. No post-nut clarity, just constant. Anyway, she hastily nods before carefully putting her phone back into her pocket, getting out of her chair. I do the same and pick up the bag I'd left beside me on the way up. We walk side by side as we make our way to the bus station, exchanging no words between us. Hanako's gaze is firmly locked ahead of her, though she looks very happy with herself. I'm not sure what I should say to her, but I'm also not sure that I need to say anything. The fact that Hanako is happy and be happy because of me is enough to make the load on my arm feel light as a feather.
Yeah. Load.
Load.
Heat load.
Yeah, someone came on
Like-
his shoulder.
Feather.
Come.
Come. Steven, put up the word come in sparkly pink letters. Thank you.
Okay. With a little kitten that's an angel.
Yeah.
Like a Facebook, like a grandma on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah.
Kitties.
Yeah.
The glittery angel wings. Finally reaching the classroom after the usual walk from the dormitories, I step aside. Inside, my eyes immediately turn to the third seat from the left in the back row, Hanako's seat. It's empty, and after glancing around the room, it looks like she isn't here yet. The two girls from the newspaper club are here in the two seats to the left of Hanako's, as are Shizune and Misha, but that's about it.
The newspaper club.
Fucking nerds.
Let's make a witty joke about journalism.
Fake news.
You lie.
You don't get paid enough.
Haha, you put your lives in danger sometimes.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Do it at home.
You make articles.
Cringe.
You make articles online that you just take other people's tweets and put that in the article and then say that you did your job.
Oh my god. I legitimately hate cause I sit through articles like that sometimes cause my fucking computer is infested with those sorts of ads for those things, and then I accidentally click on them thinking they're gonna be something funny, like a funny tweet, and oh no, you just stole this and then put that in the thumbnail, and this shit.
Yep.
Yeah. We exchange morning greetings before I take my seat. I have to admit that this is a bit of a relief. This gives me at least a few more minutes to think. Not that I haven't been doing so previously. Ever since our trip to town, Hanako's been on my mind.
Can we pause for 1 second?
Okay.
I gotta get the cat
Is it your
out of my
thighs?
thighs.
I still don't know what to make of my relationship to Hanako. I like her. I can admit that much to myself. I want to protect and shield her from the pain she feels.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Girl.
Fucking white knight. I really don't think my
She has
feelings are just
cooties.
those of friendships, and yeah. But that said, I feel like I don't even know her. If I made a move on her, how would she take it? Is she in an emotional state that allows her to make a reasonable decision about a relationship? How would she cope with anything that might happen afterwards? There's also the possibility that I'm just completely misinterpreting Hanako, not a difficult thing to do. Someone who has social skills to keep underdeveloped. I just want these footsteps to get louder and louder.
I was so confused on what that was. I was like, what are you doing, Steven? You're gonna ruin the recording! I almost yelled at you.
This is go up and down, up and down. The sound of footsteps.
The sound of footsteps comes up to the door, making me perk up.
It's been happening a while, Sal. She's just been walking in place.
Yeah. It ends up just being Mickey. She barely acknowledges my existence when I accidentally make eye contact with her. I'm about to look away, but another person comes in not long after she takes her seat. I feel myself freeze as I see Hanako enter. This isn't a rational reaction, but I have no idea about how I should react or what I should say to
What
her.
happened? You gave her a present, and now you're like, your dick fell off? What's wrong with you?
You gave her the present of touching your manly fucking chest.
Mhm. For a moment, our eyes meet. And then, just as quickly, she looks away and moves to her seat without saying a single word. I'm in the library. As in now usual for the period following classes, my face is buried deep in a book that I find thoroughly uninteresting.
Why are you reading it?
Studying.
Why are you reading it?
Studying is not something that
that's
comes
why.
naturally to me. I didn't study a lot before coming to Yamaku, and until now, I've largely managed to coast through on talent alone. It's frustrating that I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Bragging about
same.
how fucking book smart I am.
At what point was talent not enough for you?
The second I came out the pussy.
I was able to coast through pretty easy until fucking 11th grade, I would say. But that's just because I got really fucking depressed.
Yeah, same.
I'm dumb.
Yeah. yeah. So I probably could have coasted through, and probably still through college and shit if I wanted to. But I'm not taking college right now. If I was a happy person, you know.
Yeah, I get that. I'm similar in that manner. I just didn't care about school anymore.
Well.
But judging by the faces of the other few students in the library, I don't think I'm alone in my distaste for this. Misery loves company, I suppose. I decided to spend lunchtime with Hanako. Since we haven't had lunch together for a while now, I might as well spend the time studying, though. Aside from pathetically small snippets of small talk, there was barely a word said between us. Why does she keep doing this to me? I just want to protect her, to be there for her. But every time I feel like we're coming closer, we end up further away.
Are you busy?
Hanako! My head whips around in surprise, causing her to retreat in fright.
Hanako, you scared her because
Yeah.
you know that like fucking Speedo Sausage, a cartoon about Chris Hansen,
Yeah.
Catch a Predator, is like big night planned.
Wait,
like,
what?
ah, fuck. Play it. I love it. Or at least put the link in the video to the cartoon.
Okie dokies. See that? See that, everyone? Cool. That was bad timing. If I hadn't been thinking about her at that very moment, I probably wouldn't have been nearly so startled. Sorry, you just startled me. Find myself staring at her longer than I should, so I go back to the text lying on the table in front of me. I feel like I'm just staring at the words rather than actually reading. You're not going to answer her question?
Yeah, she asked if you were busy.
I get the feeling Hanako can notice this as well, so I sigh and close the book. What's up?
I was just wondering what you were reading.
She looks a little downcast after my reaction to seeing her. Giving up on the prospect of getting another more time, I get up and return the book to its place on a nearby shelf. Just an English textbook.
Has it helped?
It helped me realize that I don't like English, yeah.
It's really stupid,
Is it-
so I agree.
Isn't that the truth, fellow youths,
Yeah,
fellow children,
that little
fellow
English.
younger duns?
Hanako gives a small giggle. I may muse on the strange state of our friendship, but I do know that such little gestures are things I wouldn't see were I not at least some distance closer to her than when we first met. I look at her for a moment, thinking about what I do and I don't know about her. It's a slightly depressing topic.
Is something wrong?
If I want to know more about her, maybe I should stop being so evasive about it. Talking with Lilia as an equal rather than being constantly in fear of causing her to become upset worked fine, so I guess I should try a straightforward approach with Hanako as well. Hey Hanako, do you mind if I ask you a question?
I don't mind.
I want to know what your life was like, your life before coming to Yamaku. She hesitates. Briefly considered jerking off, but she
Whoa!
seems... This is what I read at first, and I just seemed like an idiot who made a dumb joke. Which I am, but shut up. But she seems to be taking the question quite seriously. Sit down and watch her, silently letting her take her time. She's not making eye contact with me, and looks almost as if she is arguing with herself into letting herself open up to me more. Her answer finally comes in a stiff, almost reluctant nod. She looks far more tense than she did before I asked.
Okay, but in return, you have to tell me about your life as well.
In return, give me $500.
Tit for tat.
Yeah.
She questions you, you question her, she questions you.
A little
You
quid pro
come at
quo.
her, she comes at you.
Scratch my back, I'll
come
scratch
together.
yours.
And it just so happens that my back is located on my cock.
Shut up. I nod and follow her as she begins to walk out of the library so we can talk. By now, most of the students have already left the main building, so apart from a few people hovering around the club rooms, the hallways are largely empty. I guess we'll start with coming to Yamaku. See, I was in the hospital when my parents first told me about Yamaku Academy. The doctors told me I shouldn't go to my old school anymore. Ugh. My parents agreed and persuaded me to apply for Yamaku. even though it would mean living away from them for the first time.
It must have been hard for you.
Hey, yeah, I have to admit that it was. My parents both work long hours and full time and gives me lots of love and kisses. So having to live reasonably independently wasn't anything new to me. It was the fact that I wasn't going to school for disabled students that hit hardest. Scooties. And you?
Scooter.
Small group.
Scooby-Dabba.
A small group of chatting girls passes us. Sorry, I was itching my eye. With Hanako pressing herself tightly to my side until we reached the ground floor. She doesn't usually come this close while just walking in the school, so I'm left a little put off.
Little put on.
The staff at the orphanage offered me some options on what I could do. Middle school hadn't been good, so I thought that Yamako might be better.
Well, I mean,
Mommy?
no.
What'd you say?
I said, well, I mean,
Oh.
like, yeah. I mean, like, you're not getting bullied. Because, like, you know, kids, because really, I mean, and that's, like, just, in general, I would say, like, children are the worst in middle school, you know?
Children are the worst. Period.
Yeah.
Kids are so mean. In every age range, they're all so mean. They're so
That's
mean.
true.
And they know exactly what to point out. They know exactly what to point out to be like, hey, let me...
Look at that girl with the perfect skin on one side of her face! Ha!
They just know exactly what to say to be like, oh my, all of the insecurities, oh god.
Look at that girl with feminine hips.
Yeah, we made that joke last time.
It was isolated.
Except, you know, Hanako has thick ass thighs, as we've already
Yeah, we've seen.
discussed. Do you think she might be insecure about that?
No, because her thick thighs saved her life.
That's true.
Asshole cat! Asshole cat! That's not your food!
Do your cats steal each other's food?
Rigby does, yeah.
I mean, they
Mhm.
both do, but Ashby eats Rigby's food after Rigby has eaten most of Ashby's, so.
I feel like Indigo's a small cat, you know? Like,
Yeah.
she didn't really... Because she's always been the runt of her litter, right? She was just born smaller than all her brothers
She
and
just a baby.
sisters. Yeah.
Little small cat.
So she stayed small, but she is like... she is like a proud, noble, and bad bitch, you know? A proud, noble, bad bitch. So, like, I feel like if Indigo had, it was with another cat, like, if we had another cat, she would definitely eat all their food.
Just kick the shit out of it, be like, this is mine. She'd get fat.
Yeah. Because, like, then I'd have to, like, put out food for two. A fat little cat
Aww.
is what Indigo would be.
She just turned into a little circle.
It was isolated, and I thought it might be easier to get by here with most of the others being disabled.
It's pretty ironic that the reasons Hanako looked forward to Yamako are the exact reasons I hated the idea. To me, it felt like I was being shunted somewhere away from society and everyone I knew. To Hanako, that was probably an inviting prospect. What was life like at the orphanage?
Do you think that if Hisao went to regular school, do you think he would get bullied for having a heart condition?
Yeah.
Yeah, because someone would see as like a scar, right? And then, or he could like be badass if he knew how to handle it. Someone sees that scar on your chest, you'd be like, got into a knife fight. You should see the other guy. And then everyone's like,
Bullies are creative, man. One time
Yeah.
in gym, I took off my shirt and this kid saw my back knee and he was like, "Whoa, Steven, I bet I can find the next profit with that, with your back knee." Anyway,
Because you had stigmata.
no,
So-
like it was a map to the. Never mind.
That's,
because
that's mean, but you also were called the Trail of Tears, so.
Yeah, my happy trail was called Trail of Tears. I was also called
Oh.
Afro Nipples, That was also called a
It's
Well, it was.
okay.
Anyway, let's go.
It was hyperbole, but you know, I feel like you know, Hassan would be like, ever played Devil May Cry? You know that scene where Dante gets fucking impaled? Yeah,
That's
pretty
you right now.
fucking badass.
It was okay. The staff were nice, and they took care of us. The children didn't talk to me much, but I didn't really want to talk to them either, so I didn't mind. The orphanage had a little library, so I started to read to pass the time. The staff didn't mind because it made me easier to handle than many of the other children.
You didn't make any friends there?
No, I think my life was on hold during that time. I knew that, but I didn't mind.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were reading.
Nope.
To think her life was on hold for that long a time, though. Depending on when the fire happened, there was a huge chunk of her life. No parents, no friends, and relatives. We walked through the door into the courtyard. I expect to need to avert my eyes from the sun, but by now the sun is setting.
Steven,
What?
go back one. Put a to be continued on the screen. Bye.
There hasn't been a Hanako here for 25 years.
My disability is not having a flesh missile shell. Shut up. I'm stopping the recording.